Hello and welcome to our brand new podcast, Danny and Ellie's Tropic Beauty Club. Tune in for the best girls chat around and dive into all things natural skincare and beauty with us. Happy listening! Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3. This one is titled Love. We're going to be doing a little cheeky twist on love, given that it's February and the month of Valentine's Day. It's also my big 3-0, so send all your prayers my way because I'm dreading it. And yeah, it's just got a really fun, exciting episode this week. Last week was a little bit crazy, wasn't it, with all of our technical issues, Dan?
Mental. I think I lost my AirPods 3 times. We couldn't stop laughing for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You worked so hard on the sound for our last one, and I'm so grateful because it was a minefield to me. So I promise I've got no traffic on the Wi-Fi today, and I'm ready to go, and I've glued my AirPods in.
Perfect. We sound like we're off to a great start already. But no, I just think we're always going to run into these teething issues, aren't we? But I feel like it's the content that matters, and we definitely made a few people laugh with the last one. So
Yeah, definitely.
Carry on with them giggles. As I mentioned, this episode is to do with love, and we thought it'd be really nice to give it a spin and to talk about self-love, how we can make more time for ourselves, be kinder to ourselves and to others, and what products we have in Tropic that maybe I would recommend. I'm going to do a little show and tell of some various products that I think will tick everyone's boxes regarding Valentine's or being kinder to yourself or a little treat for a loved one. So we've got a jam-packed episode this week. So what is love? Love is a deep affection for something or someone, and it's something that gives you great pleasure or enjoyment. So I love lots of things in life, and the one thing that I often think gets forgotten is to love yourself, because it all starts with you, right?
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah. And I think this year, 2026, I've written myself a whole list of how I'm going to be kinder to myself.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
That's so cute.
Well, I just thought it's nice to have something to remind yourself. So I've done like an intentions list, but I also done a list of like things I should do to kind of either cheer myself up or just take time for me. I've often been guilty over the years of always filling other people's cups up and kind of draining myself with, making sure they're okay and making sure they feel great and not necessarily putting that back in. So I was just left feeling empty most of the time. So this year I've made a promise to myself that I'm going to be putting myself first 100%, and silly things like I'm going to make sure that I have a massage once a month, just so I have that hour that I can relax, decompress. We're super busy, and just give myself a little treat, because we work hard, we've got busy lives. Why shouldn't I pamper myself? So yeah, that's the kind of trajectory that I'm on in 2026.
I have to agree with you there, because I knew you was going to ask me what I thought of that.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I was literally only thinking about it this morning. I have a really bad habit of saying yes to everything, to keep everybody happy and to do whatever I can to make people around me happy. And I am definitely at the bottom of my own list. I never say no. I always say yes. And I should probably have a word with myself and tell myself to say no, because I do spread myself so thin.
Yeah, and you should. And I think even, for example, this podcast, I think because we both, as we've said before, we're pretty similar. We clearly do the same things in terms of we both struggle to say no. I think that's what's been really nice, because we have allowed each other to kind of do our own thing. We've been really relaxed, really chill, but we also just feel comfortable to have kind of them boundaries for ourselves. If one of us is busy, or then no, we're not doing it. And I think that that's been really important. But 100% you should say no. You're never going to be any good to anyone if you're just running on empty all of the time or spreading yourself too thin. And I think that's really important.
I think even when it comes to like, I used to get my eyelashes done and I couldn't physically be bothered to lay there anymore and have them done. Because for me, it's like the biggest waste of my time. It's like an hour with my eyes closed. I can't answer emails. I
Yeah.
can't do anything. And I actually feel like twitchy while I'm sitting there. I'm thinking, oh my God, how much longer? Like, surely it's
Yeah.
been 45 minutes by now,
It is
in my
quite,
head.
yeah.
And that was like the only time that I allowed myself. Whereas now it's like a quick waxing appointment. And that's kind of it. And my nails, but me and my nail lady laugh because I sit there having my nails done and I go, is this going to take much longer? And she's like, trust me, I wish it was done quicker. Like, we have this ongoing joke that I can't even sit there with my nails done, but I can't not have my nails done. So that is my treat. But yes, I should allow myself something like a massage, which I used to. And for some reason, it's fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, I think those things often seem like a massive luxury, and don't get me wrong, they are a luxury. But in the grand scheme of things, I think a massage might cost me like 35, 40 quid, and I've probably wasted that or will waste that on maybe like a takeaway that's actually no good for me, that's actually going to make me feel crap, or just other bits and bobs. So if you have in your mind, go
Or
on.
your clothes that you stick on Vinted that have still got labels
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, exactly. That is definitely a New Year's resolution. I'm not buying any more clothes because trust me, I don't need it. But
I don't
things
think I
like
could
that.
do that.
But even things like that. So yeah, like Danny said, I sell some things on Vinted. Money from that pot, I can just use that for my massage, and it's just about finding ways to make yourself happy and to kind of just have those boundaries and just do what you want to do, because
Mm.
ultimately I think that's like super important. It could just be as simple as go out for a walk, just take 30 minutes, to an hour, just go out for a walk, stick your headphones in, listen to our podcast. That is a plug, but no, I'm joking. No, or again, kind of tropic related, but take a half hour to do some skincare, to do a face mask, to have a little ritual that you do once a week, or take a bath, or just something where it's you time and you can replenish your battery, really, because you can't run on empty forever, and that's no good for anyone.
I'm terrible as well for saying I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy, busy. I'm always busy. Like, the more you tell yourself you're busy, the busier you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could say something right now, but we said that there was going to be no swearing, so I'm not going to say
Oh.
it. But I do think, stop saying I'm busy, because everyone's busy. We're all busy. But I do think you just have to stop and go, no, do you know what? I need to find that half an hour. I've got to put it in my diary and I've got to commit to doing it, whether it's a walk, a massage, whatever, and just do it. Because it's like with the dog. You go, right, I'm going to walk the dog today. Oh, I ran out of time. I bet if I'd have written that in my schedule and said to myself, you are doing that today, I would have made it happen.
Exactly, and it is all about priority, and doing things you really want to do and making those changes. And it is hard, I it's taken me a whole month. Like, I didn't start this stuff in January at the beginning, like, oh yeah, new year, new me, because I didn't like that pressure. I just
Yeah.
kind of slowly thought, right, what would I enjoy? What are the things that would make me feel better? Yesterday I went to a Pilates class. I then went to my friends for lunch after, when I got my hair done after that. And normally on a Sunday I'd be like, nope, it's my chill day, or I'm busy, I'm doing the housework, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But actually it was so nice to just get out the house for like a couple of hours. Pilates is always fun, and then a little catch up with my friend after, and I feel so much better for that already. And it's totally that. You just have to slot in those things that you enjoy, and not worry about anything or anyone else. And just
I was going to
give it a
say,
shot.
when you've done those things, you always feel so good. Like when you spend time with your friends, or whatever it is that makes you happy, afterwards you think, I'm so glad I did that. And actually,
Yeah.
you've reminded me, I was going to message the girls and say, I fancy a spa day. Who wants to come with me? But have I got around to doing it yet? No.
No,
Girls,
no.
I'm going to message you soon.
But this is the thing, isn't it? Life does take over, and this is the whole point. Life does take over. Everyone is busy. You just have to make that real effort. And if you're a friend of someone who you can see is running a little bit low, or you can see is super overwhelmed just with life, or that you haven't seen in a while, and they've been a bit quiet, then you know reach out to them, see if they're okay, see if they fancy going for a walk with someone. I know when I, suffered with like anxiety and depression a couple of years ago, I didn't want to leave my house, but actually what I needed was people to be like, right, we're going on a 15-minute walk. You can go in your pajamas, you can go in your tracksuit, whatever, but you're getting out and you're going. And actually that really helped me. And I think that
Yeah,
that
I need that
is,
sometimes.
yeah, you just need that bit of encouragement. And
Mm.
unless you get that, sometimes it doesn't happen, but that's also okay. And you have to love each other as well as yourself.
Mm.
And it will come back round when it's your time. People often get so hooked up on, oh yeah, well, they haven't reached out to me, so why am I going to reach out to them? And I was guilty of that for a little while. I was like, oh, I'm going to match the energy and all of this. And to a certain degree, I do, because I'm not going to put into people like what we said last week that no longer serve me. But I do think it's hard when you get caught up in that rut, and it's a little bit like a standoff. And actually, you don't know what's potentially going on with your friend or why they might be a bit quiet. So just that reaching out and making that step is actually a really lovely and kind thing to do. And it being the month of love, I urge anyone that maybe hasn't heard from a friend or hasn't seen a friend, or to reach out and just see if you can, have a little girly catch up or just do something. And I guarantee you will feel 100% better after.
Yeah, I mean, without sidestepping too much, I feel like that a lot of the time. I beat myself up. I haven't spoken to this person or that person, and a lot of the time, lately, I have had so much going on that it's not personal, and you can't take it personal when it's someone else either, because everyone does have a lot going on, and like you say, sometimes it's just a hey, how you doing, and it's a text back. I'm so sorry, I've been so busy. It's never about that person and that you don't want to connect with them. It's just that life, like you say, just gets in the way.
Yeah, 100%. And I just think it's so important for everyone to remember that, because if you reverse that, you can also sometimes sit there and think, oh my God, am I a really crap friend? Like, I haven't reached
Yeah.
out, I've been so busy, I haven't made time for this person, for that person. And there has been a couple of times where I have owned it, and I might message someone and say, I'm so sorry, I feel like such a crap friend. Like, and actually, the other person doesn't even view it like that. They're like, oh my God, don't be silly. Like, life is just hectic. But yeah, I
And they're
just,
the friends we want.
yes, 100%. I completely agree. You want that mutual understanding, don't you?
Yeah, because life moves in different circles, doesn't it? Like right now, our circles are aligning. But, if your circumstances and things in your life change, sometimes people just shift and you don't see them for a while. I was thinking the other day, I met you, Elle, when you was 16 and I
I
was,
know.
what, 22? Like, how
Yeah.
different were our lives then? And
Yeah.
now our lives have sort of fallen. So we're kind of the same. I know I've got kids, but,
Hmm.
at some point, my kids will be older and you'll have little kids. And life just moves in different circles, and sometimes the people you are closer to are just people that are more relevant to what you've got going on, and it's not because you don't want to see those other people. It's just that, hey, these people here, they understand me right now,
Hmm.
and that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that there's nothing wrong with that. And when you have people around you that compliment you, kind of in terms of what your goals are, and they're on the same, they're on that same path. Like you say, it's super easy to just connect, to get the ball rolling. Whereas, some other friends, like you say, different stages in life, they're doing things like some of my friends, they've been on maternity leave for the last year,
Mm.
whatever. I've got a full-time job, so I can't just pop to the park with them on a Tuesday morning and see them and their kids. It has to generally be at a weekend, and then at a weekend it's when the dads are often off of work, so then they have their family time, and it just goes round and round and round.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. But if we've just got one message, just be kinder to yourself, kind to other people, and spread the love. So speaking of love, do you celebrate Valentine's, Danny? Are you like a romantic household, or are you like so over that?
Knowing me and knowing my husband, what do you think my answer's going to be?
I'm gonna go with no.
You are bang
I
on the
could be
money.
wrong. Oh, how did I know?
You know
Oh,
what?
really?
I can't remember the last time we bought each other a Valentine's Day card.
You don't even buy Valentine's cards. Oh
No.
no,
Do you know
that
what?
is so bad.
I had this like pang of guilt maybe about 3, 4 years ago where I saw this new trend, which actually is just ludicrous, really. But I saw this new trend of people doing it for their kids. So I have
Okay.
started this new thing a few years ago where I'll get the chocolate love hearts and I'll get some like, pancakes and Nutella and whatever. And I do them like a special breakfast, or if we've not got time, I do them like a little special dinner and I dress it up with some chocolate hearts and I get them a little like present, but nothing extravagant. But yeah, no, as far as us two, nah, that ship sailed. Like it's been like 15 years now, and that's mental because it's not like I'm
Oh
sitting
my
there going,
God.
"Oh, we've been together 25 years." Like
Yeah.
I just don't, I just
15 is
don't.
still a long stretch though.
Yeah, it is. It is in my house. I just don't. I don't. I just never seen the importance of it. I've got to be honest. My parents didn't really do much with it. It wasn't like I was at school and I was some little hot tamale that always got Valentine's Day cards. I was an ugly duckling. So I just don't really like see it as like a big thing. Like it's cute for
Hmm.
those that do, and I'm sure it's a great marketing for card shops and red roses. But no, we don't. No.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, unless Dan's planning to get me some flowers, and I'll shock you on the next podcast. But
Yeah, keep us posted if he has some sort of romantic revelation and bowls in with
yeah,
some flowers for you.
but I'm guessing, Elle, that you do because your jumper is a representation of love today. So,
Oh
do
yeah.
you get spoilt on Valentine's Day?
Do you know what? I agree with you in the sense of I find it overly like commercialized. There's so much pressure on it. It's like, all of these extravagant things. So I'm not so much into that side of it. I'm more of the sentimental type. So yeah, we do kind of mark the occasion. I'm sure Ryan would love to bin it off if he could, but I just love
I don't
love.
believe that.
I
Ryan,
just
Ryan wants some skincare for Valentine's Day. I can.
yeah, but no, we I think for me, because it took me so long to find the right relationship, I like to just celebrate that. But we normally just get a dining for two from Marx's, and that's about as
Nice.
far as it goes, to be honest. I usually do get flowers, birthdays and Valentine's. I do generally get a really nice bouquet of flowers. But yeah, in terms of anything crazy, of course, when we first got together, we've been together just over 5 years now, but in the first year or two it was also COVID and lockdown, so we couldn't really do much as it was, so I had lots of spare money. So I think one year I had this love heart balloon display and a dessert
Ah,
platter, and but that was like when you're in your honeymoon phase, and but no, now there's kind of no pressure. But we actually had this conversation about Valentine's cards at the dinner table the other night, and
did
he said
you?
to me, it's your 30th coming up. Do we have to do Valentine's this year? And I said, absolutely. I said, and even more so because it's my 30th. I
Can
said,
I
I at
tell you?
least, go on.
Oh, go on.
I said, I at least want a card. And he was like, oh. And he was like, can't I just write it in your birthday card? Because for anyone that doesn't know, my birthday is 3 days before Valentine's. And I was like, absolutely not. I want one for each. And he was like, oh, so we'll see if I get one for each. Probably not, but I would like that. I just like to be, because, men aren't overly gushy, are they? And I just think, I know that I'm an amazing girlfriend, and I actually, I want to see it in writing. I want the proof.
Well, I was going to say, how would you feel about a like proposal on Valentine's Day? Because surely, I can't wait for your wedding, Elle.
Do you know what, right? A proposal on an occasion, for me personally, is a big fat no. I'm like,
Are you
I want to
listening?
set. I've made it very clear. I want a separate date or day for that, and I know, and I do understand why. It's very magical at Christmas when people get engaged, or on Valentine's. But also, I'm a bit like, cue the Instagram posts, because who's got engaged this year or whatever, and I just want it to be, a special and a different day. So I'm not saying I would say no if he did ask, but
She said
but
it here.
but preferably, yeah, a separate date. But yeah, I mean, I can't actually see that coming anytime soon, but who knows?
I mean,
I
let me
could
share
be
something really
surprised.
cute.
Yeah, go
My
on.
nan and granddad have obviously been together like 60 plus years. I don't
Wow.
know how many they built up previous to this, but I know since I was a kid, they get out old cards and recycle them for Valentine's, birthdays, I mean, anniversaries. If it's like a milestone, then they'll get a milestone card, but they actually recycle cards. I mean, how
Oh,
cute.
oh, well,
Like, I
that
don't
is
know if my
kind of
granddad
cute.
came up with that so that he didn't have to go and buy another one, but
But that is
they've probably
kind of
got quite a
cute.
collection.
Yeah, because I suppose also it might take them back to the time, 25 years ago. So now we've cleared up that you and your husband don't celebrate, and me and Ryan do, and the little cute story about your nan and granddad. We actually put out on our socials this week a voting box, whether you're into Valentine's, whether you're not, or whether you're more of like a Galentine's type of person. So, Danny, I think you've got the percentages there. I don't actually know what they are yet. So,
Yeah, so we asked, do you celebrate Valentine's? And obviously, I'm in the no category, but I reckon Elle's in the yes, I love love. But in the yes, I love love, we had 33% said that they
okay.
were. In the no, it's overrated, which was me, that's the 17%, which I'm shocked. I thought that would be
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that is the minority actually between
Maybe I
4%.
need to get in the spirit. And then the more Galentine's girl category, we had 50%.
Oh, so I'm a clear winner then.
So we clearly love the
We're
girls more
sagging
than we
off
love
the
the
men.
boys.
Yeah, we're up for a little kind of pamper evening and prosecco with our girlfriends rather than a
Yeah,
unromantic or romantic night in with our fellas.
I think I'm actually in that category.
Talking of Galentines, actually, so it's just come. I had the most crazy Galentines one year. I think I was about 15, right? And me and the girls, like, we was like, oh, we're all single. What should we do? I think we went to the cinema, and then we was walking home to one of the girls' houses, and it was dark, but it wasn't late. It was obviously it's winter, so it gets dark early, and we basically nearly got abducted. And this is a true story.
Sorry?
So
Does your
yeah,
mum know about this?
yeah. So we was walking and a van kind of like pulled up beside us and just started saying, oh, like, girls, do you want to get in? Do you want to get in? And we was all, I think there was four of us, and we was like, no. Then they drove off up the road. Then we thought, oh, okay, great, like they've gone. Then they came back, like just crawling behind us. So that where we were, there was like a ditch the other side of the pavement. So we've like ran over the ditch, banging on these people's houses, like help us, because obviously we was like they're following us, like they're gonna take us basically. And
My
then
God.
yeah, so that was one wild Galentine's, but I have had some calmer, nicer Galentine's.
Mate,
But yeah, that's just like a crazy story.
as a mum of a 12-year-old that is 3 years away, nothing scares me more than what you
Yeah,
just said.
yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think hopefully that was a one-off, and yeah, we
Well,
did
you're still here,
speak
thank
safety
God.
behind a yeah, behind a
You could have
ditch.
been you could have been trafficked out of there, El.
Oh God, nope, you're stuck with me. Sorry. um,
Thank
but
God.
but no, if you are more of a Galentine's girly and you want to spend the night in and just spend time with your girlfriends, whether you're single or some people have also lost loved ones. So even though we're talking about it like it's a happy jokey time, actually sometimes it can symbolize something quite difficult. And if you have lost someone that's close to you or a loved one around this time, then we're thinking of you. And if you know anyone in that position, then maybe just drop them a little love heart or a little message, and just let them know that you're there for them, because it doesn't always have to be romantic. You can show love in other ways, like what we've mentioned before.
Yeah, and come round
And
mine because we don't do anything. I'll cook you
yeah,
dinner.
gate crash. But no, it is true. I use February as that excuse and just think, right, I'm going to be cute. I'm going to pop around so-and-so's and, give them, well, like what Danny said, little love heart chocolate or something like that. But I also thought it would be quite a nice idea on this pod. I've got a few products here that I was going to do like a bit of a show and tell. So if you usually...
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
So in
then we
go on.
can promote pamper nights, because pamper nights with the girls, there is nothing better.
Yeah, exactly. And this was exactly my thinking. So I've got sort of two groups of products. So if you want to, you know, get dolled up and look lovely, and if you've got a nice romantic date, or maybe you're going on a first date, then I've got some products that I think you'll really, really love. Or if you are the staying in type, you just want to relax, or you want a night in with your girls, then I've got some other products. So I haven't got all of them here with me because I've either used them up or I just wasn't able to get hold of them in time for this pod. But I'm going to start off with something really simple. They're really affordable, and it's these hydrogel under eye masks. Now,
My
they are...
favourite.
Yeah, right. So you get 5 of these and they're 15 quid. So if you've got a few of your girls round, get 1 pack of these. Absolutely perfect. 1 each. They are so refreshing under your eye. And yeah, I just love them. And what better to kind of put them on under your eyes with a glass of wine, watching the telly or having a catch up with your girlfriends.
And even if
Yeah, go on.
you aren't staying in with the girls, use them for an hour before you do your eye makeup, and your concealer just sits beautifully after you've used those.
Yeah, that's so true. So if you are going out on a date or whatever and you want that brightening eye and you want to be like, wow, here I am, then
Yeah.
use these. Funnily enough, I just watched a beauty segment on a very popular morning show, and they were talking about under eye masks. Now, it was really interesting because if they weren't, you know, like a one-use plastic, then they contain things like silicones and all of that sort of stuff. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, this just doesn't make sense because these ones are natural. They don't contain any of those, you know, horrible things. They're
Yeah,
biodegradable
I
and
was going to say that they're
yeah,
biodegradable. They just go in the bin, in the compost
exactly, in the
bin.
compost bin. Yeah, so you're not harming the planet. You're getting beautiful, smooth, hydrated, and brightened under eyes, and yeah, they're a game changer. We also have a hydrogel face mask, which I actually I had one here yesterday, but I gave it to my customer that ordered it, and they're also amazing. They're £8 for one, or you can get 3 for 20 quid. So if you are again having a little or hosting a little Galentine's night, then you can put that mask on. These face masks, I keep seeing these glass face masks by these popular brands. And I look at the after effects and I think, they're not as good as what you look like when you've got one of the hydrogel face masks on from Tropic. And I'm not just saying that. The moisture and the kind of brightness that you get and the hydrating, dewy look that you get from the hydrogel face mask is so much more and actually so much kinder to your skin than these other brands. You know, there's influencers, a really popular YouTube influencer who's been promoting a certain brand of these glass face masks, and I'm just looking at it and I'm just thinking, yeah, okay, it looks nice, but it's nothing like wow. And for £8 for the hydrogel face mask, I just
It's
think
packed,
they're
packed.
amazing.
It's packed full of hyaluronic acid as well.
Yeah,
So
and it's...
if you love rainforest dew, it's basically a bottle of rainforest dew in a face mask.
Yeah, it's kind of like the gel mask with like loads of concentrated serum, isn't it? So it just kind of sits there and absorbs into your skin, which is amazing. Next is, and this is for kind of yourself, if you want to have a nice relaxing evening, you can use our luxury bath foam. Or if you've got a romantic hubby or boyfriend that wants to give you a treat, they can purchase a little luxury bath foam and run you a nice bath with some rose petals in there. And yeah, that's also lovely. It comes in 2 scents, So Sleepy and then a vanilla and coconut
So
scent.
Sleepy is my favourite.
Yeah, because I think I saw on one of your stories actually that you put it in your bath, and I was so jealous because I actually need to order some more of it. I've completely run out, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
also
you could really notice the difference.
I use it for the kids in their bath as well, because it like chills them out before bed.
It's got things like macadamia oil in there, and it's just really nourishing for your skin and just a real nice kind of love yourself evening. And then body love. I have to talk about body love. Like, it's in the name, body love. Now, as you can see, I've basically used all of this. I've had it for, God, about 2 months. It's lasted me about 2 months, because you actually don't need a lot of this. It spreads really well.
It goes so far.
It really does, and the smell is unreal. You don't have to use a lot of it, and it actually is a firming body cream, so it helps the distribution of fat cells. So obviously it doesn't get rid of things like cellulite or anything like that, but it does, you know, improve the appearance of, you know, if you've got, like, I really suffer with cellulite on the back of my legs, so this has been like amazing because it's really helped to smooth that area out. And like I said, it's just a really good everyday moisturizer, and that's 20 quid, but it's uplifting, you know, it's confidence boosting. So this one is a real one of my favorites.
Little cheeky tip for that one as well.
Yeah,
So not that we need it at the moment, but in the summer months, because Body Love contains lemon myrtle, it actually keeps the gnats away. So if you use it on summer evenings when you're having barbecues, you're in the garden,
it, actually, yeah, now you say that,
yeah, it keeps the gnats away.
I'll
Perfect.
have to lather that on in the summer months. So then we've got a little lip love. So again, in the name, love. So this is a really cute, nourishing lip balm. It's a little yellow lip balm. I use it I have one in my handbag. It's literally lovely, and it's 4 quid. And I actually just think that's such a cute little gift. So like I said earlier, if there is someone that is struggling, and they can do with a little pick-me-up, then that's a really affordable little thing, and they'll have it for ages. And also with the cold months, it really does nourish your lips. If you've got cracked lips or whatever, or you want to smooth them if you're planning a first kiss on Valentine's night, then this one is for you.
Yeah, both my kids have one of those, and I have one in my coat pocket, I've got one in the car, I've got one everywhere.
Yeah, same. I think I've got about 5 scattered around places as well. They're just really handy to just whack on, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then lastly, I have a kind of group of products that if you want to get dolled up, if you want to, you know, feel a little bit special, then I love a fake tan, and I have become obsessed with sun drench. So I've done a video on this not so long ago, but this is amazing. Yeah, I've got it on too, and it's just natural.
I did it on Saturday, and it's still going strong, to be fair.
Yeah, same actually. And this, what I've noticed the most is like the hydration from it. Normally when I would fake tan, it would really dry my skin out. But actually this is super hydrating. It's really nice, and it actually matches what you would usually,
your skin's natural melanin. Yeah.
Which I think is really clever. You don't look orange, so if you want that natural tan that's going to make you feel a bit more confident, but it's not overly obvious that you've fake tanned, or you want to, you know, impress, you still want that natural look, then sun drench is amazing. And it also comes with a tanning mitt, and I believe that's
I will say as well, is one coat of it is lovely, it's natural, gives you a lovely tan. But if you're an avid tanner like me, I've been tanning for donkey's years. I am so white, I'm like, you wouldn't see me, I'd look like the wall. But you can, what I've done is let it dry for a couple of hours. If I haven't got time, I actually dry myself with the hairdryer, and then I apply another layer of it, and it goes so dark, but again, not orange. It's perfect.
Yeah, I have done that before, double layer, and it is really, really lovely. But like Danny said, if you just want that natural kind of stop you looking see-through look, then one layer is also perfect.
Yeah.
So then after you fake tanned, and the next day, if you're getting ready for your date or you're getting your legs out, then this instant glow, right?
It is amazing. I've never known anything like that product, and I almost didn't try it when I joined because I thought, no, I hate instant tanners, they're rubbish. Can I tell you, I fake tan, Thursday night with sun drench, right? I went out Saturday night, and I thought, I just want a bit of a shimmer on my legs, it literally is a perfecting serum, so it does just make your legs look immaculately like all one skin tone. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But can I tell you a little tip, right, which I've been meaning to share with my customers? I sprayed my legs after I'd applied that with the makeup setting spray because it was raining outside, and I thought I can't get caught short tonight, and I had my legs out. I sprayed it with the makeup setting spray, and it was perfect.
Oh my God, that is so clever. What a hack.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm going to try that.
Yeah, do it.
I'm definitely thinking this instant glow is coming with me to my 30th birthday party.
I mean, it's fairly rainproof anyway. it's fairly rainproof anyway, but I didn't want to be caught short, and it was perfect.
I'm just gonna, I mean, I've probably put too much on for my hand, and obviously this is my hand,
And you know
but
when you're wearing like ripped jeans and you think I really want to wear these jeans, but I haven't faked tan my legs, just like
yeah,
a bit of that on all the areas where there's a hole in your jeans, perfect.
yeah, that is so not. Oh God, you probably won't even be able to see it in the camera. The shimmer, like the shine on it.
You can. It does look nice. Looks really nice.
Yeah, and it smells. Oh my God, what is that smell?
Yeah, it doesn't smell
I
like
need to
biscuit, does
find
it?
out what that smell is because that
It
is
doesn't smell like
divine.
biscuit.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. So yeah, your instant glow, get that on your legs, ladies. And that is
And
£16.
also
But there's loads of it in there
on your
and it spreads
chest.
really well. Yeah,
On your
yeah,
chest as well when you're out.
yeah.
Yeah, looks
If you
lovely.
got your boobies out. And then what else have I got for you? The sun glazed bronzing drops, right?
Oh,
Now these are an
you're
absolute
bringing out
favourite.
all my favourites.
Sorry. Well, you can use this again in a lot of different ways, right? So this is £18 and is so versatile. So you can mix it in with your moisturiser if you just want to give yourself like a really natural glow. It will just give you that, you know, it will just enhance that look. If you want to whack it in your foundation and give yourself that real ultimate wow factor, then this also, a couple of drops in there, it will look sensational. What I use it for most commonly is for the higher points on my makeup after it's done, so on my cheekbones, my eyebrow bones, sometimes my collarbones, if you know, like Danny said, if you've got your shoulders or if your chest is out. So I'm actually going to do this on here just to show you the effect.
It's such a gorgeous product. I actually use it every single day, whether I'm wearing makeup or not. I actually mixed it in with my
Really?
Sunday SPF the other day and did it over my whole face.
Yeah, I mean, again, the lighting isn't amazing,
You
but
can see it though.
it really does just give that really nice,
I love
like,
it.
highlighted bit on there.
I
So
remember when
that,
they first brought
no-brainer.
that out, it came out in like a limited edition set as like in a little pipette bottle, and it was in a Christmas set, so you couldn't get it again. So I literally bought 4 of those sets just so I had enough, because I thought they're bound to bring this out, but I need enough until they do.
Yeah. Well, this is same as you, pretty much. I use it every day, and whether that's in my moisturiser, because I don't always like to wear makeup if I'm working from home or whatever. I like to have more natural skin, but I just think that it's so versatile. So we've got that, and then if you know, if you do want to get really dolled up and you're into your lipstick like me, then we've got a lipstick called Kiss Me Quick, which is £20, and that comes in your satin and matte. And there's loads of different shades of that lipstick. So it's got things like passion fruit oils in there and lots of plant peptides, so you're going to get that nice plumping look on your lips, and they will look kissable. And then the last one is the Eyes on You, which is a eyeshadow, and that comes in matte, satin or shimmer as well, and that kind of collection will just really elevate your eyes and will just make you look absolute 10/10 if you are going on a nice dinner date over Valentine's, or even if you're going out with Galentines, if you're a single lady. I guarantee you that whoever looks your way will have that little sparkle in their eye when you're all dolled up like that. So they're my kind of Valentine's hot picks. They're all really affordable prices. I just think that they really summed up Valentine's month.
So I have some hot picks, but mine is because someone is turning 30 in a matter of days. She's joining the club. She's got to get the retinol out. It's
Do you
time,
know what? I'm looking
Elle.
so happy.
You're in a new bracket now, babes. Like
I
you catching me up.
know.
But the
Yeah, but you
reason
still
why
look young.
Do you know what? I was at a party on Friday night, and someone, I don't know who she was very drunk, but she came up to me. She said, "Oh my God, do you have Botox?" I was like, "No." She was like, like, why do you look like, how old are you? I was like, "I'm 37." She's like, "Oh my God." And I was like, I mean, she's drunk, but I'll take it. I mean, I probably
Well,
look like a
you know what they
baby to
say,
her
true
when she
man's
was
words
drunk.
on a drunk man's tongue. No, but your
Yeah,
skin
I'm like,
is amazing.
this could be my opportunity here, but I thought she's not even going to remember this conversation in the morning. It's not even worth it.
No, no. Well, maybe she'll hear through the grapevine our podcasts, and then she'll know where
Maybe,
to go for her
maybe.
anti-aging tips.
But that leads me on to when you hit 30L, you need to move on to the red and the gold. It's
Oh
time.
yeah,
It's
red and
time.
gold.
So I won't
Hey.
divulge too much because we've already spoken a lot about products, but this is our brand new Radiance cleanser and it is gorgeous. That I've dug into it so much already
Oh
with my
yeah.
spatula. Um, but it smells amazing because how many rose otto petals are in it? Was it 3,000?
3,000, yeah, in each pot.
3,000 in
Three
one
thousand in
pot.
each pot.
And that is like the most expensive rose that you can buy. So that
Yeah,
essential oil in there is dreamy.
it
But
does
when you
smell
get to
lovely.
30, I mean, way before you get to 30, your collagen levels start depleting. It just goes like this from then on. Like, I hate to say it, but it does. So when you get to 30, it's so important. Do you not ever remember, like, your mum saying, when you get to 30, you've got to use a night cream? I mean, you've already been
Yeah.
doing it, Elsie, you're fine. Um,
I'm
but
ahead of the
this
pack.
this is like the luxury of all luxury cleansers, and this is going to help boost, nourish, boost the collagen. It really is for that bracket of skin types. So, even just perimenopausal or menopausal, it's never
Mhm.
too late to start using the best products for that bracket. And this is certainly one that I use every night now as a second cleanse. I use my smoothing cleanser first, but I've been using this as a second, and it's just pure luxury. Your skin just glows afterwards. It's an oil-based cleanser, so you rub it together in your hands to warm it up. You apply it over your face. It can remove makeup if you want to use it as your first cleanse, and then when the water hits it, it emulsifies, so it comes off clean. It doesn't leave you greasy or anything like that,
No,
but it
it
just
doesn't.
leaves you feeling nourished and fresh, and it is gorgeous. You've got to try it to believe me. Another one that came out a few years ago is our youth potion. So without getting too
Yes.
sciencey, a lot of people know about retinol, but not a lot of people know about retinol. So retinol is something your skin naturally produces by itself. It's already in our makeup, if you like. But retinol helps to boost that retinol. So when retinol hits the skin, it turns into retinol, which then boosts the collagen. This is going one step closer. So this is already what your skin recognizes and is familiar with. So it goes onto the skin, it helps build up those collagen blocks again, because collagen's like scaffolding under the skin. It helps keep your skin firm and plump. This is helped to boost that and to keep it where it is, and rather than depleting. So this is retinol. It is the serum of all serums if you're looking for anti-aging. And like I say, it's never too late. You can stop the wheels from turning now if you think it is too late. But when you get to 30, you got to be using youth
That's a
potion.
go-to.
Absolutely. And then the last one, before you move on to the actual last one, is eye lift. So this is our brand new, as
Yeah.
you can see, I've been well
I
using
think
this
I
one.
definitely need some of that. I haven't had that so far because I thought, but now I'm
What?
starting to see the bags.
No, babes, you're 30. Get ordering one. But this is the nighttime eye serum. So again, all the properties that you've got in those two last products are in here, and you use it underneath the eye, swooping up so that you're always going up and out, and even underneath the brow like that. And this cool Zamac tip, which actually was designed by Susie, our founder, it's been patented. It's a Zamac tip because it's zinc, aluminium, magnesium, and copper. So you can imagine it feels nice and soothing and cooling underneath the eye. And I use the eye work, which is the morning one, and that in the morning underneath your eye and before you go to bed. Oh, it's just heaven. I love it. I really enjoy doing it. But the results on this are amazing. So I've actually not got too much of a problem around my eyes, touch wood, yet. But people that do have seen dramatic changes in the fact that they feel like they've got this like Botox lifted effect just from using it once. They can feel the tightening straight away. So I plan on using this for the foreseeable.
Oh, love that. I'm definitely going to order myself
Get
some
yourself. I'll get you
eyes.
one for your
Yeah.
birthday, shall I?
Oh, thanks. I'm a lucky girl.
So you have got the fourth product that I would have shown, but mine is in the car, and that is the
I
fourth
do.
red and gold. Go for it.
Yeah, so this is the Lip Silk, which is a lip oil, a plumping lip oil, and it's just divine. It has absolutely no silicones in there, like none, which is one of the only on the market that doesn't contain those. Oh look, you're
I've got the
putting one on
limited
there for
edition
the
one.
Christmas gift set. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was beautiful. But this is amazing, and I actually use this before I go to bed, just so that overnight, again, it helps, the collagen production in your lips, and just to give them that extra plumpness, a bit more firmness, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. It just glides on, and you can also use it over lipstick to give you that ultimate shine. So I'm just gonna do it here.
And it's not greasy and it's not sticky. That's what people love about it, because sometimes, I don't know about you, but lip glosses, I love the
It's
way they
not.
look, but you feel like it's sticky. Whereas this isn't
Yeah.
sticky at all.
It's not. It's so soft and so silky, hence the name Lip Silk. And yeah, and now that's just really elevated that red lip, and it looks glossy now. So you can use it in a multitude of different ways. And unlike other lip silks on the market, the stuff that they put in there to help plump your lips can actually do more damage to your lips than good. So some of them contain things like methanol in there, and they can cause either allergic reactions, or they can just cause your lips to really dry out, crack and peel, which is kind of the opposite to what you want a lip oil to do to your lips. They also have silicones, plastics contained in them, and lots of fragrances, which again, what we spoke about last week is, if you have a fragrance product, you don't actually have to declare what chemicals or what things are in there. So with a lip oil, with it being by your mouth, there's a crazy percentage. I can't actually remember what it is, but I knew it was shockingly high. You actually ingest like the stuff that's on your lips, whether it be through
Yeah.
drinking, licking your lips, or just, the transferable material around your mouth.
Mm.
So if you can imagine, that's actually going inside, whereas this has got vegan collagen in there. It's got plant peptides in there to help with the plumpness, so it's 100%. Is this one? Yeah, it's 100% natural origin. So, and it's freshly made here. So I just think that this is a no-brainer. If you are looking for a lip oil, then why not get one that has absolutely nothing in there that can harm you? It's versatile. It's got crazy results and stats, and yeah, I just love it, and it's a perfect product to go with the other ones that Danny has just mentioned. And this one definitely won't dry out your lips. It will keep them plump and soft and smooth, and that is a guarantee. So
Game
yeah, this
changer.
one is, yeah, it really is a game changer, and I love it. So actually, this talking about this lip silk has just reminded me, when we spoke about on our first episode, I think it was, where Danny went into crude oils and how Vaseline is made. We've had a lot of questions about kind of other examples of where crude oil, like other products that crude oils are in, and we're going to post on our socials later today, and give you that list. So instead of a proper question time this week, we've had a lot of questions regarding that, so we're just going to do a post which we think will be a lot easier. You can refer to it really quickly, and you'll be able to find that on our podcast profile as well as our own skincare profiles. And one last thing to mention is February is also really exciting, because February is a month that Susie, our Tropic founder, is appearing on Dragon's Den. I think we touched base on
Yes.
that in our first episode, but we're already in February, guys. I know that January felt, well, for me anyway, like the longest month. Felt like a year in itself, just January. Such a slog, but we're here. We're in February. It's a super exciting month. Tune in to BBC Thursday the 12th of February to catch Susie on Dragon's Den, which I am buzzing for.
So am I. I never even watched that
Yeah.
program, but I cannot wait to watch it.
Have you not? Yeah, I mean, I have, like, I kind of watch if
Dipped in
there's
and
like a
out.
guest dragon on there. But
Yeah.
no, this will be really exciting, and like what we said before, hopefully give you guys a bit more of an insight into the amazing person that Susie is, and also get that conversation going on Tropic, and why it's the best for you. So that's where I'm going to leave you, and Danny is going to now read us a little motivational quote this week. So the floor
So
is yours.
I did my homework, and as per usual, I couldn't decide.
Did you
So
cheat?
no, I've actually got two. I've
Oh,
actually got
okay.
two
We are
because
doubling up.
they tie in really well together, but I couldn't make them work together. And it was a bit of a week last week. I won't divulge, but there's a few people that I know that could do with hearing this today.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm just going to do both because why not? So the first one is you don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You just need to believe you are worthy already.
Wow.
Loved it. And then the second one was the moment you start believing in yourself is the moment your life starts changing.
Wow. That one is super true.
Can you
Super
see
true.
why I couldn't decide?
Yeah, no, they were both absolutely bang on. So that's where we're going to leave you this week,
Yeah.
guys. And we hope that you enjoy listening to the pod. Share the love, love one another, but most importantly, love yourself and be kind. See you later.
Bye. Thanks for listening. You can keep up to date with us on Instagram at the Tropic Beauty Club. Don't forget to send us all your questions, and we'll catch you next time for Danny and Ellie's Tropic Beauty Club.